Introduction to Python. Topics covered. Introduction to Python. Installing Python. Components of Python window. Variables in Python. Working in script mode. Input function. Data types. Basics data types in Python. Introduction. Have you ever tried to make pasta on your own? Figure 8.1 shows a recipe to make tomato pasta. It solves the problem of how to make tomato pasta. The recipe is a set of instructions on what to do, how to do it and when to do it. The set of instructions uses ingredients, inputs, to make tomato pasta, output. Adding all the required ingredients to the recipe is input. Simmering the ingredients is processing. And the product that you get after processing is output, which in our case is pasta. Likewise, a computer also works in 3 stages. To get the work done on a computer, you enter the raw data, input. A computer operates on this data, processing, and the desired result is obtained, output. Input process output. To get the desired output from the computer, you key in instructions to the computer using different programming languages. There are some specific computer languages which are used to write programs. Some of the popular examples of programming languages are Python, C, C++, Lisp, Pascal, Java, PHP, etc. Modern computers follow a set of operations called programs. In simple words, a program is a sequence of instructions that specifies how to perform a computation. These programs help a computer to perform a wide range of tasks. In this chapter, you will learn the basics of Python programming language, which is one of the most powerful, high-level programming languages. Introduction to Python. Python is a simple programming language. It is used with the codes for the computer programs. Python was created by Guido van Rossum working at Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica, CWI. It is a national research institute for mathematics and computer science in the Netherlands. The language was released in 1991. Python is a high-level programming language. Some of the popular features of Python are as follows. It has an easy way to learn general-purpose programming language. It has a platform-independent programming language. It means it can be used on any machine and in any operating system. It has a simple syntax. Python is a case-sensitive language. It is an interpreted language. It is free to use and even free for commercial products. Applications/Python programming. Python is a popular and easy-to-learn language. It can be used to build a website, develop games, program robots, perform scientific computations, develop artificial intelligence applications. Installing Python. Python can be easily installed on your computer by following the given steps. 1. Obtain a Python distribution. You can download Python distributes from www.python.org/download. For this chapter, we have used Python 3.7.4. Figure 8.2. Downloading Python. 2. Python installation process. After downloading the Python distribution, all you need to do is to execute it. Double-click the downloaded installer software. Click on Run in the dialog box, and the installation process starts. Keep following the instructions and clicking on the next button until you see the highlighted Finish button. After you have installed Python, the idle screen looks like this. On Windows machines, the Python installation is usually placed in the C:\Python 3.7.4 folder, though you can change this when you are running the installer. Components of Python window. Just like any other application window, Python window has the following components. Figure 8.4. Components of Python window. Title bar, menu bar, Script area. Status bar. Title bar. This is the area that displays the name of the application and the document. It also contains command buttons like minimize, maximize, restore and close. Menu bar. The menu bar consists of various menus with different options. The common menus you will be working with in this chapter are File, Edit, Shell, Debug, Options, Windows, and Help. Working with File menu. This menu is used to work with the options related to the currently used file. It includes sub-options like opening a new file, opening and exiting file, viewing recently used files, saving the files, and exit the application. Working with Edit menu. This menu is generally used to edit the file in use. You can cut, copy, or paste the selected text. You can also search for a particular text or phrase and even replace it with some other text. Working with the Help menu. To get help related to any topic of Python, press the F1 key or click on the Help menu. Script area. This is the area where you type your code. Status bar. The status bar tells you the current status of your control/cursor on the window. Help menu. Figure 8.7. Help menu. After installing Python, you are ready to work on it. You can work in Python in two ways, in interactive mode and script mode. Python programming in interactive mode. In the interactive mode of Python, the instructions are executed line by line, giving the output. In this mode, the commands are typed next to the Python command prompt. For example, if you type 3 plus 6 next to the Python prompt, it will give you the result as 9. To work in the interactive mode, follow the process given. Click on the Start button greater than scroll down to Python 3.7 greater than idle, Python 3.7. It will open the Python shell window where you will see the Python prompt. Figure 8.8, Python shell window. Type the following commands next to Python prompt and Python will immediately give the output as shown in Figure 8.9. Welcome to Python world. 10. 12.78. A. 10 less than 5. 10 plus 20. Figure 8.9. Interactive mode. Use of interpreter. In the interactive mode of Python, the commands are executed line by line. When you type a command next to the Python prompt and press the Enter key, the interpreter converts the command into machine language. After processing, the interpreter again converts the machine code into human-readable form, output, using print function. The print function is used to display the output of any command on the screen. It can also be used to print the specified messages. For example, print Hello World will display Hello World. Figure 8.10, using print function. Python is a case-sensitive programming language. It means that Python differentiates between capital and small letters. For example, print P capital and print P small are two different things for Python, where print is a valid command in Python, while print is just a word and not a command. You can also pass more than one argument to the print function. In such a case, the arguments are separated by commas as shown in Figure 8.11. Figure 8.11, separated argument by commas. Use of idle as a calculator. To evaluate an arithmetic expression, it is not necessary to use the print function. If you type an arithmetic expression at the Python prompt and press the Enter key, the interpreter automatically evaluates it and shows the result. In this case, the interpreter acts as a simple calculator. The expressions are evaluated using the operators like plus, slash, etc. The basic BODMAS rules are followed for performing calculations. For example, Figure 8.12, idle as a calculator. Variables in Python. If one needs to store some food materials for use in future, what will you require to contain it? Well, you will need a container to store the food materials. Similarly, when you work with the values in Python, you require some storage to hold values for later use. Such storage locations are known as variables. A variable can store only data values at a time. When a new value is stored in a variable, its previous value gets overwritten. The assignment operator. Values are assigned to the variables using the assignment operator, equals. For example, the statement x equals 25 assigns the value 25 to the variable x. Observe the following codes to understand the use of assignment operators. A equals 10 hashtag value 10 is assigned to the variable a. B equals 20 hashtag value 20 is assigned to the variable b. C equals a plus b hashtag the numbers are added and the value is assigned to the variable c. I.T. 30 is assigned to the variable c. A equals c10 hashtag value 20 30 to 10 is assigned to the variable a. So, now the value of the variable a is 20 and not 10. Follow rules to write the variable names. Python has certain rules to be followed to form valid variable names. The rules for valid identifier variable name are: a variable name must start with an alphabet, capital or small, or an underscore. A variable name can consist of alphabets, digits, and underscore. No other character is allowed. A Python keyword cannot be used as a variable name. Examples of some valid variable names are class, emp_code, .salary, min_value, bal_fee, age 1980, a45r. Following are examples of some invalid variable names. Variable name. Reason. Employee code. Space is not allowed in a variable name. 10 code. Variable name cannot start with a digit. ABC Limited is not allowed in a variable name. ABC at Limited. Special characters are not allowed in a variable name. Else. Else is a keyword in Python, so it cannot be used as a variable name. Figure 8.13, undefined variable error. The above code gives an error because the variable x is used in the print function without being defined. Working in script mode. Interactive mode is preferred for small programs, where only a few commands are to be executed. This is because the output in interactive mode is compressed between the statements and may create confusion while writing long programs. For writing lengthy programs in Python, script mode is used. Using this mode, we can create and edit Python programs. In this mode, we can save our files so that they can be used later. The complete script is written in an editor, such as a notepad in Windows. 1. Create module/script/program file. First open idle Python. 2. Click on the File New File in idle Python shell as shown in figure 8.14. 3. In the new window that opens, type the commands you want to save as a program as shown in figure 8.15. Figure 8.14, creating new file. Figure 8.15, new window. 4. Click on the file Save, and save the file with the name prog1.py where py is the extension of Python files. Figure 8.16, saving a file. 2. Run module/script/program file. After the Python program file is created, you can run the program by following the given steps. Open idle Python shell. Click on the file Open. If the file is already opened, you can directly follow the next step. Click on the Run module or press F5 key. It will execute all the commands you have stored in a separate Python shell window. Figure 8.17. Run module. Observe the difference between the script mode and the interactive mode as shown in Figure 8.18. Figure 8.18. Program output in interactive mode. Data type. Suppose you have planned a holiday trip during vacations, and you have to book tickets for your family members. The first action that you need to take is to fill out form to get the reservation done, where you need to give your required details like train number, date of journey, name, age, etc. Here, every piece of data that you enter is of a specific type, as your name is a string type, age is numeric type, and date of journey is of data type. Similarly, in Python, one must specify in a program what kind of values will be stored in a specific variable. Basics data types in Python. In Python, a data type represents the type of data stored in a variable. The data stored in memory can be of many types. Python has various standard data types based on the type of value. For example, a student's marks are stored as a numeric value, whereas his or her address is stored as alphanumeric characters. The basic data types used in Python are mentioned here. Int integer represents integral numbers, numbers without any fractional part. There are three types of integers in Python. Integer type. Description. Integer, int, stores values in the range of -214,74,83,648 to 214,74,83,647. Long integers, long int, support the values that lie beyond the range of integers. Boolean, bool. It represents logical values in the form of true and false. In Boolean, 0 represents false and 1 represents true. Float represents floating point values, numbers with fractional parts. The fractional part of a floating point number may be 0 as well. Examples of floating point numbers are 3.14, 48.6, 18.0, etc. str, string. A string data type represents a string of characters enclosed within single or double quotation marks, or examples of strings are hello, my name, 218, peace, etc. Some examples of data types in Python are s.no, value data, type 1, 15, int, 2, 7.9, float, 3, computer application, str, 4, 7 greater than 3, bool. Input function. Input function is used to accept the value for a variable from the user. To input integer and float values, we can use int or float along with input. Program 1. In Python, the input function takes one string argument. This means that whatever value is being entered by the user, it will be taken as a string argument. Figure 8.19. Using input function. Program 2. Observe in the above program, when you add the two numbers, you do not get the sum. Rather, the numbers are joined together and printed as a string. Figure 8.20. String operator. Program 3. Here in this program, when you try to multiply these two values, you get an error in the program. This is because the string's values cannot be multiplied together. To work with the values provided by the user, Python provides a method as discussed in the given example. Figure 8.21. Type value error. Program 4. Observe that when you use the int function, the values are converted to integers and are added. Figure 8.22. Sum of numbers. Program 5. Figure 8.23. Swapping two numbers. Output. Program 6. Figure 8.24. area and perimeter of a square. Output. Features of print function. The print function in Python is used to print a message or value on the output device. It converts the message or an object into a string before writing it on the screen. It can have multiple parameters. It supports multiple escape sequences to format the output. For example, \n, new line, \t, tab, space, and \r, carriage return. Features of print function. Using comma operator. When you use comma operator as the separator among the values are displaced with a space between them. Program 7. Figure 8.25. Using comma operator. Output. Using apostrophe \t, tab space. When you use apostrophe \t escape sequence as the separator among the values are displayed with a tab space between them. Program 8. Figure 8.26. Using \t escape sequence. Output. Using apostrophe \n, new line character. A new line character in Python is used to end a line and start a new line. In Python, the new line character can be used with the input function and with the print function. \n is a new line character used in Python. Program 9. Let us consider another example. Suppose you want to make a program to accept the name, age, and marks of a student. For this, add the following code in the Python script file. Figure 8.27. Using \n escape sequence. Output. Program 10. Figure 8.28. Program without escape sequence. Input on the same line. Output. Now in the Python script file, add apostrophe \n and with the input and print function. Program 11. Figure 8.29. Program with escape sequence. Input on the same line. Output. In the above output window, in order to give a better understanding, the text and the values are placed one after another.